Testing mic one two. Testing mic one two one two. Hello hello twe twe. Hello hello twe twe. Abadi just dey trap aye, you know far away. And you know when it's only somebody. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Jane, and it's been long since seen my face, but your girl is back, and I'm back. Like when I say I'm back, I am totally back. I'm getting darker these days, but yeah, welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. My school has gone on break, so I have like more time now to create content for you guys. I've been really busy, but I've been able to take the day off my busy schedule, to just make this video for you all. So yeah. So for today's video, I'll be talking to you guys on some of the expectations and realities that actually happen in medical school. So, as some of you already know, that I attend a medical school. I'm a student of University of Benin, and I am a physiotherapist in the making. Duh. So yeah. So I this video is basically to just talk to you guys on some of the expectations that we all have when coming to medical school and the reality that actually happens after we get to medical school. This video should be fun, right? Thinking of it already, I am so happy. I did not really plan anything special for today, but it should just be based on my own personal experiences and what it should feel like. This is like my third year in school, so yeah, I should have a little bit of more experience. So yeah, like I said, or like I was saying, if I was interrupted, sorry. Yeah, so this video is basically talk to you guys on some of the things or some of the expectations we have in mind when applying for medical schools and what really happens in those worlds of medical buildings that people do not often speak about. So yeah, this video should be fun, and especially for those of us or those of my viewers that are aspiring to, venture into the medical field, especially if you're coming to a Nigerian university. I do not have experience on how it is abroad or in other countries, but I'm just sharing mine from my own university and from some of the informations I gathered in other schools. I also have friends in other universities and other schools. I have friends in medical universities in Unilag, in LASU, in Unizik, in a few other universities. So let's hop right into this video. Okay, so for those of you that are not following me on my social media handle, you can follow me on Instagram at official underscore Lady Jane. My YouTube channel name is the same thing as my Instagram username, so you can follow me there so you can partake in my videos. Now for today's shout out we're going to at official Shemilori. She follows me on Instagram and I love you and I'm so glad you are part of my family. Thank you for the love, thank you for the support. And I am hopefully praying and hoping to meet you someday. So yeah, like I said, I posted on my Instagram that I needed opinions or that you guys should share your opinions with me on some of the expectations, some of the things you guys think medical students go through, or some of the expectations you guys have for those in medical schools, or some of the things that you just have in your mind that, oh, okay, this is what should happen in medical school, this is what the students should be doing, and all those stuff. And I got quite a few replies, and I'll be speaking on them today, and I'll also be adding mine to it. Okay. So now the first one is somebody said in medical school, medical students are always on their own when they get to the university, or students in general are always on their own when they get to the university with little or no help, or with little to no help. Now, this is true. Yes, this is so true. Sorry. Yeah, this is true because now a university is a an institution where independent learning is like at its peak, at its top notch. Now, in a university or in a university building, you don't have people that will look after you the way your teachers in secondary school will look after you. You do not have people that would be chasing you up and down to, oh, write your notes, oh, submit your assignment, oh, do this, oh, do that. If you don't do it, you'll be caned. If you don't do it, you'll be flogged. If you don't do it, you'll be punished. You go to detention centers and all those stuff. Now, when you get to university, you are like more like on your own because you have like the freedom to do whatever it is you want to do. Nobody cares. If you sleep in your hostel, nobody cares. If you go to classes, nobody cares. If you study your books and all that. The only thing that would reflect or that will make people start caring is when your result shows or when your result comes up and you flop. But my God never flops. So yeah. Now in a university, right, you won't be forced to come to class. Yeah. You would never be forced to attend lectures. In fact, lecturers would be very glad. Sorry, like I was saying, university gatherings, you would not be forced to come to class. You would not be forced to attend lectures. In fact, lecturers would be so happy that you're not in class. Lecturers prefers classes that are not even much like, for example, I told you I'm a physiotherapist, right? For my 100 level and 200 level, we receive classes together. You get me? So in a hall, we call it lecture theater hall. We have over 1,000 students in the hall, and the seats that are there are for just 500 students or probably 800 students with little or no ventilation. Now, imagine a lecturer leaving his office, coming to that kind of environment. The lecturer self will be tired to teach. Now, that's why lecturers do not force. In fact, most times when they fix classes, they would come like 1 hour after they fix the class. So there's some students that don't have that patience or skill to attend the class, will just go home and they'll come and teach the ones that are ready to learn. Attendance is not compulsory in medical school. Nobody cares if you come to class or not. Nobody cares. The only thing that I know attendance might really have value is for your clinical postings whenever you are asked to go, do your workmanship in hospitals and all that stuff. But even if you don't still attend, nobody will criticize you. The only thing is once it's time for your Viva exam, now for those of you that don't know what Viva exam is, Viva exam is like an oral exam, right? Where you be asked questions orally. It will not be like your normal exam that you write on a sheet of paper. This one is between you and your external examiner. So it is like a situation whereby if you don't know it, you don't know it. You cannot know it if you don't know it. You feel me? So nobody will force you to come to class. You can attend parties all you want. You can sleep in anybody's houses all you want. Nobody cares. Even your friends might not even care, apart from those that maybe are really close to you and they might just call you and speak to you about it. So now university, you have little or no help from whatsoever. You are meant to study on your own. You are meant to do make researches on your own. The lecturer's job is just come and give you the course outline so you don't read overboard. But after that, girl, trust me, or boy, trust me, they are done and you are left to your own. So coming to university is something that you should prepare for financially, mentally, even spiritually. Because yes, the struggle, the hustle is real. But the only good thing is when you're done or you enjoy the privileges of university. Yeah. So now another one is the second one I got was my experience would or will my experience be limited due to my workload in the university. Now, from what I understand in this question, are you trying to ask, or I guess the person is trying to ask if so our social life would be reduced because of how intense the workload of medical students are. So now let me tell you something. Yes, medical school or medical students have a lot on their plates. You have clinical postings, you have notes, you have lectures, you have tests, you have oral exams, and all those stuffs. Now, this is where time management and organization comes into place, right? Okay. So yeah, one key thing that you need to have before coming into medical school or before carrying your bag and leaving your parents' house to come to medical school, you must know how to have a good time management skill and organization skill. Now, the reason why I said this is because yes, our workload is can be overbearing sometimes, right? But as long as you're able to plan yourself, section your time, have a specific time when you read, have a time when you go out, have a time when you go on dates. Trust me, you would still enjoy the fun of university life, even as a medical student. Trust me, get a take my word for it. As long as you have that, you have 24 hours in a day, right? Class is probably maybe 8 hours, or okay, from 8 to 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. You say 8 hours, maximum 8 or 9 if you have practicals, right? Now, even if it's 10 hours, you remove 10 hours from 24 hours, you have 14 hours. Okay, add another 8 hours for your sleep. Let's say you like sleep around that 8 hours, you still have like 6 hours, right? Yeah, 6 hours to yourself. Now that 6 hours is 8 hours is even too much for you to sleep as a medical student. Okay, let's say you sleep for 5 hours. You have like 10 hours left to yourself. You read for probably 5 hours, do other stuff. So you still have at least, even if it's 2 hours to yourself, to go out and have fun. Trust me, do not say because you are in the university or you're in medical school, you're not deprive yourself of having the experience of being a university student. Trust me, you need this experience in the outside world. Yes, you need to be focused, you need to be determined, but you still need to have time for yourself. You still need to have time to enjoy life. Everything is not about work, work, work. Because at the end of the day, all work cannot play makes Jack big Jack a dog girl. Sorry. Did I say that right? No. All work cannot play makes Jack a dull boy. So yeah. You still need to have time for yourself because at the end of the day, you need to exercise, you need to stretch out. You don't have to work your brain all the time. Your brain will get tired at some point, and you don't. It's not every time you use your relaxation time to just sleep. Go out, have fun, exercise, stretch your legs, enjoy the cool breeze of the environment. It will really help you in studying. Trust me. So yeah, being a medical student does not really mean your social life will be completely dead. It's just that you would have like a minimum time to socialize than other students from other departments. Okay. Now, another one I got is the person said, is it true that when you get to university, you struggle to make friends? That's a lie. That's a big, fat lie. Now, let me tell you something. Everybody in the university are friendly to a fault at that, because at the end of the day, you don't even know the person that is meant for you or the person that is faking love for you, because everybody would be friendly towards you. Everybody wants to be your friend. Everybody wants to hang out with you. Everybody wants to chill with you and all that stuff. It will even be difficult for you to like determine who your real friends are and who the fake ones are. Everybody in university are friendly. Nobody is a snob. Everybody you talk to are approachable. Anybody you see that you approach and is not approachable, just know that the student is going through a lot. But in your department, in other departments, there are so many friends that you make, so many. But at the end of the day, too much friends or too many friends could be detrimental to your studies, because at the end of the day, you don't really need too much friends. I don't mean you don't need talking mates, right? Talking mates different from friends. You need talking mates. You need people you can, talk to, just with. But I mean friends, like friends. You just need a few. Trust me when I say it, you need a few friends, and make sure those friends are the friends. Make sure those friends are the friends that know what you're doing. Make sure those friends are the friends that know their purpose or the reason why they are in school. Do not, if your goal is to come out to the first class, do not hang out with people whose goal is to just, you know what, let me just graduate. Make I just graduate, come out for this school. You should have a set goal. You should have expectations for the kind of friends you want to move with. You should have the kind of friends you want to talk with. You should have the kind of friends you want to roam about with. That would really help you, because you cannot be somebody that wants to study or have first class and be nagging around people that loves parties and clubbing. Now, let me tell you guys a story. When I got to university in my first year, there's this friend I made, or I had. Now, she was like my first friend in Uniben. I really hope she does not watch this video, because she might really know I'm referring to her, but at the end of the day, I really did not care, because I don't know how to fake it, so I just gave her space. So now, yeah, she was my first friend in school, yeah. But the reason why I had to end my friendship with her, because I noticed that every time we were together, she was always speaking to me about her boyfriend. My boyfriend this, my boyfriend that. I love my boyfriend. I hate my bro. What the hell? Come on, everybody has set goal. I'm not saying it's wrong that she has a boyfriend. I'm not saying it's wrong that she's in a relationship, but there are certain times for everything. I'm not also saying it's bad that she decided to confide in me and tell me about relationship or other stuff. But There should be a time where the both of us can discuss about things that has to do with school. Another thing that actually turned me off was this girl does not like coming to classes. She does not, and she not coming to class was not beginning to rub off on me. To some extent, I was not feeling too relaxed, too lazy to go to class, because when I call and tell her, okay, babe, what's up? Come out of your gate. I'm coming out. Let's go together. She'll be like, I'm not going, Jared. Lecturer won't come. Me too. That mentality was beginning to enter my head. And most times I'll not be very lazy to go to class. I spoke to my mom about it, and my mom was like, don't I know my priorities anymore? Don't I have set goals? Don't I know the things that I want to achieve? I just thought of it, and you know what? I just started giving the girl space. Most times she comes to me and be like, Jane, I'm at your gate. Let's go now. I'll just tell her, sorry, oh, don't be angry, I've gone. Or I'll tell her, sorry, I went somewhere. From there, I'll be coming to class. That's why I gave her space until today. Me and I are not close. We are friends, or we are talking mates. We talk, we greet, we play. But when it comes to being serious, she knows that I do not go anywhere close to her. So yeah. One thing you need to have is you need to have a set goal. You need to know your plans. You need to be focused, because there are so many things that are bound to distract you in the university. There are so many things. There are so many people you would meet that would try to drive your focus away. But once you're determined and you know what you're there for, there is nothing that's changing your mind, girl. Take it from me. Now, another thing people believe is university lectures are mandatory. I know I've said it before, but let me just clarify it again. Girl, lectures are not mandatory. No lecturer cares if you come to his class or not. No lecturer cares if you attend it. In fact, they're even praying for you not to come. But you see where they will catch you. Where they will catch you is when you have tests or when you have any exam. That's when you know that these men and these women are wicked. So lectures are not mandatory, but they are important. I don't know if you get what I mean. Nobody will beg you to come to lectures, but if you want to survive in the medical field, if you want to survive in the university, you must attend classes, whether the lecturer cares or not, whether the lecturer comes to class or not. You want to just go. Let his time just finish. Let your course rep just tell you, okay, the class has been cancelled, or everybody go home, the class is no longer holding. Then you pack your bag and go. But not that you just sit in your house and say, oh, the man won't come. My dear, it's the day you don't expect the man to come that the man will come. Trust me. So yeah, lectures are not mandatory, but they are very, very important. Now, somebody asked me, the person was like, is it true that only the best students get to become the best doctors? Now, let me tell you, that's a big no. That's a bloody lie. Yes, you need to be academically sound in the theoretical aspect of being in the medical field, right? But you being sound theoretically does not really mean you'll be good, because medicine or whatever branch of medicine has to do with the physical thing you see in a patient. You are dealing with a physical human being, not a book and bio. Do you get me? Now, somebody that has a first class and can tell you all the enzymes that are responsible for a certain reaction or pathway and does not know how to, combine one or two chemicals together to get that thing that the person has defined. It's not a doctor. That person is just maybe a lecturer, or I don't know the word to use. You might not really have first class, but as long as you know the theoretical aspect of what you're being taught, as long as there is something in your head, as long as you know when you're given an equipment to work with, as long as you know how to operate it, as long as you know how to have good communication skills with you and your patient, as long as you know how to work under pressure, or as long as you know how to deal with certain situations that your patients bring to you, then girl or boy, you can be a very good doctor. You don't really have to have first class. Not everybody is sound theoretically, but most people, whenever they see something once, they are like very good at it. It's just like a natural talent. You might not be very sound academically. You still need to, I'm not saying you should be an olodo in the theoretical aspect. You still need to know, but you don't need to like know, and know till you know, and your brain want to burst before you can be a good doctor. Okay? I don't know if what I said will make sense, but you should understand what I mean. You don't really have to have first class for you to be a great doctor. As long as you know the theoretical aspect, as long as you know how to communicate with your patient, as long as you know how to cure or give a diagnosis or give a treatment to your patient, then you are like the best doctor in the world. Don't tell yourself shut. Now,
Okay.
somebody asked, Is cadaver dissection really torture? Now, for those of you that don't know what cadaver is, cadaver means dead bodies, and by the time you get to your second year, you should already be dissecting cadavers. Now, yes, cadaver is torture because the first thing that will turn you off is the smell oozing out of those dead bodies. The second thing is now you seeing about 10 dead bodies on a metal table and you are looking, oh my god, what is it? Especially for someone that has never seen a dead body before. Or when you now see your lecturer using um tearing up or dissecting the dead body and showing you certain parts in the body that you should be working on, girl, you would freak out. It's really, really torturable. With time, it gets to grow on you. Especially, it might not even be torture for you if you're a kind of person that have seen dead bodies before. Like, for example, you have like a loved one or family that died, and probably you went to the mortuary after the person died. I don't think you have a really huge problem dealing with cadavers because you just see it as a normal thing that you've seen before. But if you're a kind of person that have never seen it before, you're going to freak out. That smell is going to turn you off. By the time you attend class, digestion class, the first day, second day, third day, before you graduate, you just see it as a normal thing. So at first it's torture, but at the end of the day, you just have to deal with it because that's what you signed up for, and there's nothing you can do. You just have to make sure you get used to it, and trust me, with time you'd forget about it. That's just how it is. At first, you would want to vomit, you'd want to throw up, you want to faint, but with time, trust me, it will not be easy. Don't let me not sugarcoat it. It would not be easy, but believe me when I say with time you start seeing it as a normal thing. So yeah, if you know that you don't have mind to see this kind of thing, just run to another course and go and do. Don't come and I'm just joking. Everybody went through that phase, so you would go through it and you would overcome. I trust you will. Now, this person said, I am so excited to be resuming classes. I already know what I want to become. I want to become a neurosurgeon. Now, let me tell you something. I'm not trying to, kill your confidence or anything, but trust me, you might end up changing your mind. Now, when I was younger, before I even gained admission into the university, I've always told myself I want to become a neurosurgeon, I want to become a this, I want to become a that. But trust me, when you grow deeper into the field, when you go deep into what the course is about, you see various branches and you would want to focus on the one that you have passion for. For example, okay, you said you want to become a neurosurgeon, right? And you realize that okay, I'm not really good in all this brain stuff. What I am perfect at or what I am best at is dealing with or working under pressure. I am very good at being calm or staying calm in situations that I even need to freak out about. Okay, for example, you were asked to, yes, that kind of situation now where you are very calm, even when you're under pressure, or even when there are so many things you need to deal with. You'll be very good and very functional in the emergency center. Yes, yes, neuroanatomy or neurosurgeon is not for you. Trust me. So yeah, like I was saying, by the time you grow deep into the field, you would realize or find out what you're actually good at. You'd get to figure out your weaknesses and your strength, and trust me, focus on your strength because that's the only thing that will make you a good doctor, or that's the only thing that will make you an expert in your field. Do not say because I've been telling people I want to become a neurosurgeon, you not get to university and find out that you are not really good at the sections of the brain, and because of the amount you have made when you enter school, you're not gonna put yourself in problem that you cannot get yourself out of. Just relax. Take it one step at a time. Yes, you want to become a neurosurgeon. You've gotten into the medical field. You've started the journey already. Before you graduate, and if you're lucky, you might still also find out that you're still in love with your neurosurgeon, whatever. You can go for it. Okay, you can go for it. But when you realize that there's something else you love better than it. Go for that zeal that you have over the other cause, and trust me, you would enjoy your journey so far. And it's not really be hard for you to catch on. Do you get? And that person said, sleep derivation will become a new norm. That's very true. That's very, very true. When you get to the medical field, you would have fewer time to sleep. because even when you're sleeping, you'll be dreaming of your exam, you'll be dreaming of them asking you questions. But something that really helps is try to sleep on time. All right. Let's say you finish your class by 6, you get home, you eat, sleep by 8, wake up by 12, read till 4 a.m. You can still sleep again till 6 in the morning and prepare for class by 8. But just make sure you sleep on time. It will help you better focus in class. Okay, the another person asked if you can. The person was like, let me read it. I have a business, an online business where I sell food. Does or will being in medical school hinder me from focusing on my business? Now, being in medical school, you would not have time for this your business. I'm so sorry to say this, but that's just the truth. You would have little or no time for your business. You might have time for your business, but not all the time like you have now, because other things would be your priority. You'd have to focus on the reason why you're in school. You're not in school for your business, you're in school to focus, okay? It's just for a while. You have breaks, you'd have holidays, you can focus on your business during then, but during your, or if you have somebody that can run it for you while you're in school, then perfect for you. But you having a business and still attending classes, I'm sorry, but I don't think you would cope. Now, most of the things that do not work out well in medical school are businesses. You cannot run your business while you're in medical school because you won't have the time. Piercings. Now, you cannot have piercings apart from the ones that are here. You cannot have piercings in your nose. You cannot have in your eyebrows. You cannot have in your lips. You cannot have in your tongue. You cannot have in any beard that is sharp visible in your body. You cannot have more than one. You cannot even make long hairs. You have to make hairs that are short. Or even if you must make long hair, you have to pack it in a donut style. Something that will not drop down, because and you cannot even wear wristwatches when attending to patients, because you do not want to harm your patients. Number one, you do not want your hair falling into chemicals. You do not want your hair disturbing you from carrying out your duties. So most of the things that they do not allow in medical school are piercings, long hairs, miniskirts. You cannot wear miniskirt. The highest you can do is for your skirt to be above your knee. That's how far you can go. Anything apart from that, you will not be allowed to. And when you go for your clinical postings, you would be asked to wear your scrub and your crocs or whatever canvas you want to use with it. So miniskirts are not allowed, piercings are not allowed, long hairs are not allowed. So sorry to burst your bubble, but yeah, but trust me, even regardless of that being not allowed, you can still slay without doing all those things. Okay, so do not feel bad because you will not be asked to do that. Everything is just a sacrifice. Okay, now the last and final thing that is an hindrance in the medical school is ASU. Now, ASU stands for Academic Staff Union of Universities. Now, this will only affect students that are going to federal school in Nigeria. As you all know, ASU always goes on strike every freaking time. Now, medical course that is 5 years, you would end up spending 6 to 7 years in the course because of the ASU strike and whatever thing it is that they always do. You won't really blame them. According to them, governments pay them salary. So every freaking time they go on strikes. Now, until government settle them, I don't think that strike will end. But hopefully and thankfully, we are having an election tomorrow. Or maybe the day you see this video might probably be the day of election. I don't know if I'll be able to edit it today and post it today. But if not, we're having an election on the 25th of February in Nigeria for a new president. And we really hope that the president that will be coming in will be a president that would, you know, that would fight for the cause of Nigeria, a president that would really help us in settling this ASU's demand so we can know that our 5 years course is 5 years, nothing like 6 years, nothing like 7 years. So yeah. And for another thing is, for example, during that pandemic, the coronavirus, whatever, the thing really affected federal students because we were not given online classes. We do not, most of us don't have laptops then. So most of our lecturers do not even have contact with us online. Unlike other private universities that had their classes online and we're still writing exams, federal universities do not have that luxury, even though they have millions of students in their schools. I don't know why they don't always make provisions for that, but yeah. So entering the medical field, if I'm to advise you, federal universities is good because that's where you get to gain sorry, excuse me, more experiences. But if you really want to graduate on time, I would advise you either go to a state university or you go to a private university if your parents can afford it. Most times it's not always about the price, it's always about what you want. So if you're ready to endure, then why not? Then come to a federal school. But yeah, for my Nigerian viewers that might be watching this, please and please and please and please and please make sure you go all out tomorrow to vote for your preferred candidate for a better Nigeria. Let us stop this habit of practicing political apathy. Let us be fully involved in the politics of this country for a better and greater Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. Now, this brings us to the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications so you get notified whenever I post another video. And I've been thinking I want to do a mukbang video of me eating. I don't know how you guys are going to feel. I'll start by doing it as a shot. Let me see how it will go. And if it goes well, probably add it to part of things I post on my YouTube channel. With that being said, make sure you subscribe to my video, like, and drop a comment. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you all. Peace.